welcome everyone, this is Can0, and these are the live games for the French Championship 2021 for Keyforge. The format for the French Championship was, for day one, it was a best of one Archon, limited to the last three sets, so Words Collide, Dark Tidings and Mass Mutation. And then day two was Triad, best of three of course. The other specific aspect, obviously, is that fortunately we were able to film some of these games, and as you can see, our specific table, unfortunately, the sound was capturing a lot of the background noise. So, whilst a lot of the players were very kind to comment on their plays, it was just too messy and too noisy to get everybody's sound from the neighboring tables. Another small issue, and that's for the first round at least, is I believe the Ember was put out of sight from the camera. So I will try as much as possible to comment on how much Ember people have. As you can see now, the two players are checking their opponent's decks. And we have on the right hand side Luckyfer with a very spicy Dark Tidings, and on the left hand side Aesii, who's sporting some, I believe, either Words Collide or Mass Mutation, I'm not quite sure now, but we should be able to know any minute now. Also in the middle, the little weird blue metal piece is actually a AFK branded Tide marker, which is very nice and is going to be obviously of great use since we have a Dark Tidings. As a side note, on that tournament, I had the opportunity to obviously be filming, but also I was playing and I was also judging, which meant that I was a little bit all over the place, didn't really impact positively my personal performance. I'm not sure I'm the greatest player, but at least I was hoping to do better than I did. At the same time, it gave me a great opportunity to film some amazing games, and also to make some, maybe not some rulings, but at least support some games to go swiftly and efficiently. We had sometimes some tough decision made because 35-minute timings doesn't fly very well with some of these decks who actually try to wear out the opponent or create some sort of a lock. So we have sometimes also some breaking rules that had to be enforced to ensure exactly what was exactly happening. Now again, it was I think really amazing. I mean, I would always feel very grateful that we have some of these organizations stepping in when instead of Asmodee and Fantasy Flight, to make sure that we can have actually some live games of Keyforge and some competitive play. And I really appreciate, and as much as all of the players on that championship, all the efforts that the AFK put together to make this happen. We had a nice few words from Asmodee France as we started the day. Obviously couldn't be there for safety reasons, but it was still appreciated according to me. And we are about to start, and this is the first player is Luckyfer with a Dark Tiding, and starting with the chosen one, I will try as much as possible to bring forward the names of the cards in English. And the first round, okay, we have a Gamgee, so Aesii is playing Shadows, Gamgee, just a card, okay, good. And obviously he cannot ready his creature because of the Chosen One. Chosen One takes the damage because of that effect. And it's back to Luckyfer, who seems to have two Tabor in hand. So, yeah, okay, so he goes for the Star Alliance, plays the two Tabors, and it's fantastic because still Aesii cannot ready his creatures. The Tabors are somewhat safe at the moment, so he would be able to really filter through it and by playing Star Alliance over and over again. So back to Yeah, back to Shadows, plays Miasma Bomb, discards one last job. Okay, so I think he was trying to hold on to it because to try to steal some. So yeah, Luckyfer plays Starlines, rips one with one Tabor, plays Way of the Pixie, rips another one, so that brings him to 3 Ember. And he's going to be able to play another non-Starlines card as such. He has a Brain Drain, yeah, plays a Brain Drain. So gets to 4 Ember and has a look at the deck. There's a bunch of Untamed. I see some, yeah, and there's a bunch of Saurian. Okay. Maybe get rid of the Fandangle. Yeah. So puts the Fandangle on top of the deck, gives back the hand, and ends the turn. So I think we were at 4 Ember and plays okay. End of the turn. So Aesii plays Saurian, Citizen Tricks, Exalt captures, steals 1, sorry. So we must be at pretty much exactly 1 Ember for him. Another Ember, and okay, that's the Horn. I believe that's the one. Fight, give one of the Ember on top of the creature to the fight to the creature being fought, and then plays yeah, gives 1 damage and wards the creature. Wards the creatures that have embers on them amongst these creatures. Okay, I'm sorry, struggling with the names here. Oh, it's Ancient. I think it's Ancient Power. Okay, so Luckyfer goes back to Saurian, to Starlines, I believe. That would make sense. I think he needs to pretty much get as much tempo as possible out of his 2 Tabor. So if I remember correctly, it was a 4 Ember. So yeah, raises the tide, gets to 5, reaps, gets to 6, reaps, gets to 7, so probably a good opportunity. Seems to have quite a bit of Untamed, so maybe an opportunity. Yeah, I think it's Gaboon. So captures the 1 Ember from his one of the embers from his opponent. Reaps, gets 2 Ember. So we said was at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So probably somewhere around 10 Ember. Stomp. Back to Saurian. So play Stomp. Stomp is deal 5 damage if it destroys a creature. So that's interesting. I would have hesitated to get the chosen one there, but has to exalt a creature. So exalts Gamgee with a Stomp because the opponent creature is destroyed. That plays a Faust. So exalts the Faust, so the keys cost 9, which wouldn't stop the forging, and then gives 3 damage at the end of his turn to the Chosen One. Chosen One goes to 7 damage. There's a forge for 9, so must have 1 ember left, at least according to my calculations. And still more Star Alliance in hand, which is amazing because that means probably getting even more value from Tabor. So Luckyfer has probably a good choice going back at Star Alliance. Let's see. Yeah, seems so. Okay, so plays that action, gets look at the 3 top cards, puts them back into the order of his choice, and then gets the one he wants. Okay, which is Teresa, I think. All right, that's the plasma gun. Pretty much, it's the one that does assault, does 2 damage to the creature attack before fight and 2 damage to the neighbors. And then the Teresa, which basically would make the Gaboon also belonging to the house of its neighbors. So Rips with Tabor. Oh, he can use a creature. Okay, so he will attack, deal 2 before the fight, then kills, and then 2 to the neighbor. So we must be at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ember. That sounds correct. Fight, Gaboon fights 6 ember. So, and Reaps 7. I would say, yeah, I think at that point in time he was at 8 ember. So I must have missed one, but essentially, yeah, pretty good. So Aesii goes back to Shadows, plays a stash, I think. Plays a creature and perplexing sophistry, 2 embers for the sophistry, but I don't think he has enough ember to trigger the hidden stash. Okay, hidden stash is the one that basically collects the ember on it. And then okay, so the small misplay because he readies his creature, he can't. That would do another damage. Okay, this is corrected. Gives another damage to the Chosen One. Okay, Chosen One goes to 8 damage, so it's pretty much the last turn the Chosen One will be in effect. But forges his second key. It's strange that the Miasma Bomb hasn't been used. Goes back into Star Alliance, Reaps for 1. And he must be like at 3 ember at this point. Reaps for 2. Okay, so that's probably 4 ember. Okay, plays a Reap or so readies and Reaps again. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 ember. Uses another creature. 6. Reaps again. 7. And okay, so to me that's a misplay because he already used the effect of Tabor twice. He shouldn't have, to me that's a misplay. He shouldn't have used being able to play the Brain Drain, or at least not being able to reap with the Deep Water Green. I think he still plays the Brain Drain and should go to check. He sees the hand of his opponent, so he knows his opponent cannot do anything unless playing kind of a useless turn on shadows, and still would be with the same problem next turn. But slight misplay, let's move on. Okay, so opponents concede, so that's for a limited damage. But yeah, that to me, that was a great game. That was really interesting. To be honest, I was very surprised by the amount of Dark Tidings that were played. There was definitely some really interesting decks in that set. I think I really fell for some of the quite unusual approaches that some of these decks take to really dominate the field, and definitely really interesting to see how the balance was setting between Worlds Collide, Mass Mutation, and Dark Tidings. Alright, thanks very much for everyone to listen. I will try to post all the videos very soon, but in the meantime, please stay in touch.